Hello Scorpio, this is Angel Eyes 7 Tarot with your weekly general reading for September 11th through the 17th. This week I'm using the Fairy Tarot by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. And I've already shuffled quite a bit. Just going to shuffle a little bit more. See what we get for you guys. For September 11th through the 17th, 2016. Alright, let's see what we got. Let me move these a little bit. Alright, first card. We have the Eight of Summer, which is the equivalent of the Eight of Cups in the traditional tarot. And this one says, the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life decisions. Okay. So the Eight of Cups, here the Eight of Summer, is the card of moving on from emotional situations that are no longer good for you or that are not working. Like you want something more, and so you've left all those cups behind and you're moving on. And for next week, or this week, 11th through the 17th, this card reminds us to, don't keep things in your life or people in your life that are not doing you the highest good. You know, you need to love yourself first, and if something is not working for you, or it brings you down, or it causes you just too much trouble or worry or anguish or annoyance, move on and don't look back. This is important because when we cut things out that don't serve us anymore, we become happier and we open doors to new opportunities, new blessings, and the such. So keep that in mind throughout this week. And your next card, Scorpio, is the Six of Winter, which is the Six of Swords. So this one says, positive changes are on their way, a welcome relief from troubled times, traveling or relocating. And the Six of Winter is the equivalent of the Six of Swords. You've come out of in the traditional tarot, it's the card that you've come out of chaos and you can, move forward for now. And with this card, it reminds us to, after we've been through difficulties, we need to move on. Like here he is in the boat and, he's moving on from a troubled situation. But with the Six of Swords, it shows a man in a boat moving on, but he's still got all his issues, all his swords in the boat, and he's moving on with that. He's still mindful of them, but he's moving on. He's moving to the next thing. And when we do that, positive changes can come through. And that's also it goes with the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Summer. You're moving on. But with the Six, you're still mindful of the lessons you've learned, and you're going to keep, those lessons with you for future. And we always have to remember, what did we learn from this? We have to take things that we've learned into situations, that come about. And when we remember things we've learned, we make positive changes in our lives. All right, and let's see for the final card. We have renewal. And this actually came out when I was shuffling. It jumped out and I put it back in the deck, and you got it again. So, and this is a major arcana. So it means this card is going to be significant for you guys for this week. And it's the number 20, which is Judgment. And this is a card of, in the traditional tarot, it's the card Judgment, of taking stock of your life. And the card says, review the past and the present so you can plan a bright future, understanding your life purpose, releasing judgments of yourself and others. And this card absolutely goes along with the 8 of Summer and the 6 of Winter. You know, you're definitely moving on, but you are mindful of things that have happened in the past, the lessons you've learned, and you can move on and have a brighter, you know, more positive future. And with the Judgment card, you know, you have to sit, take stock. You know, what has worked for me, what has not worked for me, and then take that into account. Here with the 6 of Winter and with Judgment, you know, make your final judgment. You know, always, no one's perfect. We all make mistakes. That's how we learn. That's how, you know, that's life, you know. And I feel like this week is going to be a time for you guys to, you know, keep in mind lessons you've learned. Keep in mind, you know, we have to get rid of things in our life that are not serving us, so we can be happier, we can have a more positive situation around us. And also keep in mind too that if you're going through a tough situation where you feel like there's no way that I can cut this out, you know, there's no way I can cut this person out of my life for whatever reason, you can always change your perspective, the way you think about it. And that's always good too, you know, like changing the way, like, how else can I perceive this situation to where it can change my thinking from negative to positive. Like if it's a person that it's impossible to cut out of your life, you know, think of maybe you can start acting in a way, you know, thinking about, what does this person need? You know, how can I, you know, behave to make, I mean, you don't want to enable anyone, but you want to make sure that you are behaving in a way where they know that you're acting out of love. So I hope you guys have a great week, Scorpio, and I will see you for the readings next week. Sending all my love.